Welcome back, friends. I am so excited about today's mani because we're going full cosmic sparkle with an Opal Galaxy dip powder marble-ish type mani. I wasn't really sure about this when I first started, but I am obsessed with the way this turned out and how easy it was, so I am excited to share it with you. I'm using colors from the Arcane Opal collection from CN Designer Dips, and the flakies in here are just unreal. I chose 3 colors from the collection to use for today's mani, but I'll definitely be using the rest of the colors in another mani because these colors are too gorgeous not to wear. I don't typically do press-ons with dip powder, but I'm letting my natural nail heal because I accidentally tore it. I'll leave that video linked up above in the cards if you haven't checked that out. But for the tips I'm using, these are the short almond blush tips from the Daily Charm. I've been really loving them. I love that they have a little bit of that base color and they fit me really well. So that's what I'm going to be using for today's mani. I'm using my CN Designer Dips dip liquid, starting with my dip base, which is the glue that my dip powder is going to adhere to. So I'm starting with a thin, even layer of dip base to that entire tip, and then I'm dipping directly into the jar. The color that I'm starting with is Into the Deep, so this is the darkest, deepest blue. So you can really see those opal flakies pop against that dark color. So I'm not really worried about like that marble galaxy look just yet. I want a solid base first. So I'm going to do one full dip of Into the Deep on all the tips first before we get into the design, and that's going to make it a little bit easier. So I'm just continuing on, and after I dip into the powder, I'm just pressing down while the dip base is still wet because the flakies are a bit messy, so just be forewarned, they're really light. They're going to fly everywhere, but the mess is so worth it because they are so beautiful. So I don't want them to break off and fly off when I dust off the excess powder. So I like to press down so they stick as much as possible because I like a lot of flakies on my layer of dip. And these flakies are super delicate, so you don't have to worry about them sticking up. They're easy to work with and they're going to lay flat. So I finished up the rest of my nails off camera, and now that everything's all dry, I'm going to dust off the excess powder before I move on to my second layer. So you can see there's a lot of flakies that are breaking off. That just shows how delicate they are, but not to worry because there's still plenty of flakies on. So for this marble type design, I want it really targeted in small areas. So I'm using this really small skinny brush. This one's from Orly. And then I've also got like this fan brush. I don't remember where I got it from, but I just want something really small and skinny so I don't apply too much dip powder over the entire nail. So I applied the dip base to the entire nail, and then I'm going in with this lighter blue. This is Looking Glass. I'm dipping my brush into the powder, and then I'm kind of tapping it on to random places on the nail. There's no pattern. There's no design, but I don't want it to cover the entire nail. I just want it in smaller areas, in like little patches, wherever I want it to be. I just want to make sure that I have enough powder that it's going to be absorbed into the dip base. And then I'm going into this magenta type color. This is Heartstone, so I'm dipping this brush into the powder. And then once again, in like smaller areas on the nail randomly, I'm tapping in some of this powder, but I don't want to cover the entire nail because I still also want to see the base of Into the Deep. So I realized I didn't have enough of Looking Glass because I wanted to make sure that I had enough color payoff with Looking Glass. So I'm just going back into the spots where I first applied Looking Glass and just applying a little bit more powder. And then for the rest of the nail where I haven't applied Looking Glass or Heartstone, I'm going to apply more of Into the Deep. So I've got another eyeshadow brush, and anywhere where I haven't applied the other color, I'm just going to tap on some Into the Deep, and that way there's 2 full layers of dip powder on the nail, and it's not like only in the areas where I applied Looking Glass and Heartstone, just to make sure everything is nice and even. And then of course, if I feel like I may have covered up too much, I could always go in with a little bit more, but obviously you have to make sure that your dip base is still wet in order for it to stick. But of course, I'm going to press down to make sure those flakies are laying flat. And then I'm going to do another nail with you. So once again, I'm applying a thin, even layer of dip base to the entire nail. And then for this one, I'm going to start with Heartstone, and I'm going to apply it to the center of the nail. So I just dipped my brush into the powder and then tapped it into the center of the nail, tap off the excess powder, And then I'm going in with a little bit of looking glass, again, making sure that I have enough powder to be absorbed into that dip base, and randomly tapping it in a couple of spots throughout the nail, just little spots to show a little bit of that color, but not cover up the entire nail. Just making sure that's getting fully absorbed. I have good coverage, tapping off the excess powder, and then going in for the rest of the nail with another layer of Into the Deep. So I'm putting my eyeshadow brush into the dip powder and then tapping on to the wet areas where I don't have any of the other two colors. And then I'm going to press down to make sure that those flakies are laying flat. Now I'm going to let you watch me do the rest of the nails. After I finish with all my nails, I'm going to go ahead and cap them in clear using CN Designer Dips Ultra Clear 2020. The reason why I'm capping them in clear is because I'm going to be doing some filing and buffing, and I don't want to file off the flakies. I don't really have to worry about like filing off the color like you do with glitters, but I really love the flakies, so I didn't want to file them off, so that's why I'm protecting them. I'm just being really careful that my layers are all thin, because dip powder press-ons can get bulky super quickly, so I want to make sure that they look natural. But once the dip powder is completely dry, I'm going to take a stiff scrub brush and I'm going to scrub the nails really well to remove any excess clear. That ensures that your layer of clear doesn't have any graininess or cloudiness. And once that's done, I can go ahead and activate my nails. My activator is what hardens and cures my dip powder, and I want to make sure that it gets through all 3 layers of the dip powder. So I'm going to apply a generous amount of activator to all the nails, and then I'll wait about a full 2 minutes for the dip powder to harden, and then I'll go ahead and file and buff off camera. After I filed and buffed, I decided I wanted to add just a little bit of accent design to these nails. So I'm going to use my L1 white liner gel from CN Designer Dips. So I'm just putting a little bit of that on a disposable palette because I want these to be really tiny, and the brush in the bottle is just a little bit too large. I wanted something really small and skinny because I just want like small accents. So I'm going to do like 4 pointed stars on all the nails, just like 1 to 2 of them on the nails. I don't want too much, so I'm starting with just a small dot, and then from that dot I'm kind of drawing like a cross through it. So I'm drawing a line up through the center and then on each side of it, and I'm just using like the little bit of gel that's in that center dot to kind of draw out those lines. And then if I want them to be a little bit more curved, I'll just add a little bit more. But like I said, it's only going to be 1 to 2 stars on each nail. I don't want it to overtake the nail. I just thought it would kind of really help highlight that kind of galaxy type look, just to add that little bit of pop. So I think these turned out really cute. And on this one, I'm just going to do one of those 4 pointed stars in the middle. But you know, you can do just like a regular star. You can skip this altogether, but I like how it just added just a little bit something more to this. So once I finish with all the stars, I'm going to give them a full cure for a full 60 seconds. Because these liner gels are thicker, they do need a 60-second cure to make sure that they're cured all the way through. This gel liner does cure a no wipe, so after I give it a full cure, I'm ready to go in with my dip top coat. So in order for dip top coat to dry, it does need a layer of activator, so I'm going in with one final thin layer of activator to all my nails, and I'm going to let that dry for a full 2 minutes before I go in with my top coat. The one thing I did want to mention is, yes, you can put dip top coat over gel, but it only can be a little bit of gel. If your nail is a majority gel, it's not going to work and you're going to want to use a gel top coat. I feel like it's because like the activator is not being fully absorbed into the gel, so that's why it doesn't work. I could be wrong, but that's kind of my theory behind it. But because these nails, I only have a little bit of gel, it's going to work just fine. So I've heard people say that they get smearing with the gel, but if your gel's fully cured, the activator shouldn't smear it. So it may just be the gel they're working with. It may not be fully cured. I'm not really sure, but I haven't really had any issues with it. I went ahead and applied my press-ons off camera, and as always, I'm going to finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticles with my Scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil. This is in the scent Etoile Go, and I absolutely love this scent. So I get like strawberry from it, and then I also get like melon and cucumber, but it's a very light, refreshing summer scent. I absolutely love it. My bottle's almost all gone because I use it so much. And I do also have an affiliate code with Scales of a Mermaid. So if you plan to purchase anything, you can always use my discount code Genie10 to save 10% off your orders. So we're just going to go ahead and rub that in really well. And that pretty much finishes today's mani. And I am obsessed with the way this turned out. So if you're still here, drop me a star emoji or something galaxy related down below in the comments. So I hope this video is helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!